Hey, this is Christoph with Scalar Code. In the previous episode, we went over nginx.com. Hi, this is Christoph, and in this episode on Nginx, we're going to take a look at serving dynamic PHP sites. So in our previous episode, we had a configuration at Etsy Nginx sites available test.com, and I forgot to add Vim, so I can't open it. But I've changed it since the last episode because the same configuration is not going to work for static sites and dynamic sites. I'm going to put this code below the video on GitHub so you can just copy and paste it. You don't have to worry about spelling mistakes. But let's walk through this and let's explain how this works. This is a really basic configuration. It'll just take a minute. So the first directive block that we have up here is called upstream backend. Now, in this
So I just created this dope website with Wix. Let me show you how I did it. First up, go to Wix.com.
In this video, we're looking at how to set up a private RTMP server on your computer at home. You have OBS installed, and you're playing a game or doing some of these servers. And in Nginx, take a look at the software that needs. So that account, of course, and tutorial on you want to use. Now these all cost money, but the T2 micro is, and what I'm going to do here is I'm going to add another rule in from my local 1835, and we're only going to allow it for my IP because we're only live streaming again from my IP address out to the server. So that should be fine. So we've set up these custom rules, and now I'm going to say review and launch, and I'm going to hit launch. And what you're going to have to do here is create a new key pair, And let's name that, we'll just say test server, it doesn't matter. And I'm going to say download key pair. And here it is in my downloads folder. So I'm going to launch instance. Now it's important that you keep this file or else you won't be able to get access to your server. So the instance is now launching. I'm going to click view instances. And this is going to take about 5 minutes to get up and running. One thing I'm going to do in the meantime is just give it a name. I'll say this is a Windows test. And so yeah, this will take about 5 minutes to get up and running. And let's come right back. Okay, so now the Windows test server is up and running. I'm going to right click on it and say connect. Now before I can connect, I'm going to have to get the Windows password. So I'm going to click get password, choose file, and we have to select that PEM file and say decrypt password. And here is the password. We're probably going to need to use that quite a bit, so I'm just going to throw it in a notepad for a second. And we could say download remote desktop file. And so here is the remote desktop file, and we could see it in the downloads folder. I'm just going to move it over to the desktop. And if we want to edit this, we could right click edit. And any changes that we made, for example, if we wanted the audio to play on the remote computer instead of this computer, then you could change any options that you want here, and then come back to the general tab and hit save.